if you're not actively living happily, then you're slowly dying fearfully. Let them scream. Let them get so loud. Here's the truth you've never heard. Misery costs money. You buy stuff to feel excited. You eat to feel comfortable. You watch to feel numb. Vacation to forget your daily life. But happiness is free. You don't buy it. You don't borrow it. You don't watch it. So where does it come from? To answer that, we have to look at where happiness does not come from. Have you ever seen a child at play? Complete happiness. No worries, no screens, no toys, just playing by themselves. Not a care in the world. But have you ever wondered why that is? You see, children are like an empty cup, allowing a stream of imagination to flow. But the cup never gets full. They move on to the next experience without a second thought of what they were doing or what they're going to do. They're in the moment, just focusing at the play at hand. A simple rock in the sand or running around the yard with no goal in mind is just enough for them to experience pure bliss with no worries. But it's not because of what they're doing. It's because of what is going on in their mind and the freedom that they have from the traumas that we experience and the fears that fill our hearts. To them, the recapturing or reliving past experiences or hoping for what tomorrow brings isn't filling them up so that they can't have the experience now. And one of the main reasons why that is because they'll just create a new experience without those burdens. The burden of fear of the future or bearing trauma from the past hasn't captured them yet. It hasn't taken hold. Their cup continues to empty and refill every day by day, moment by moment, experience by experience. And you were like that once too. Whether you believe it or not, you had that in you. You had that blissfulness, that happiness. So if you had that at one point, what happened from then to now? Attachment. Attachment to the anger that you hold from what somebody said or did. Your parents, your family, your school, your work environment. The fear of a dismal situation that occurred 3 years ago, 5 years ago, even yesterday. The gifts that you received for Christmas last year or your birthday, those items attach your mind to whether they be good experiences or bad experiences. Those capture your mind. A memory you want to recreate with the partner that you had. You know, this incessant need to get more money or increase the digital numbers in your bank account. Holding on to something in any form from the past or the future steals your brain capacity and creates an obsession or emotions that crowd out happiness, and then your ability to be happy. And without happiness comes misery. Misery and happiness cannot live together. It's one or the other. Imagine this. You're walking in a field and you see on one side a pond that is just sitting there. And on the other side you see a river. Now this pond, it smells. There's fungi and bacteria. It's basically a cesspool for mosquitoes to come and breed more mosquitoes so that they can suck the life out of all living beings. On the other side, there's a river flowing, and there's lush green vegetation, healthy animals drinking from it. So these are what happiness and misery look like. On one end, misery is a stagnant cesspool, and on the other, happiness is a flowing stream. Now, how can you possibly be happy if you're living like a stagnant pond, rather than opening the floodgates and allowing the river to flow? Your emotional attachments are like a dam that stop that river from flowing, stop you from flowing with life. It causes you to spend the now of avoiding yourself by going towards something or running away from something. A memory, an object, or people causes you to obsess over past trauma that you experienced. You've built a dam of emotional distractions, obsessions, and trauma that blocks you off from the flow of life. So then how do you deal with the chains that bind you to everywhere else but now, this moment? How do you break free from the bindings of yesterday and the hooks of tomorrow? Take a moment to recall a time sitting quietly in a room. Ask yourself, how fast does your mind start racing with thoughts of those bindings and hooks? It won't take you long to recognize that your mind is fishing in a barrel of options to distract you, or even worse, elicit fear. Fear from those attachments. Fear from repeating morbid experiences, or fear of not being able to recreate the satisfying ones. Fear is the number one hindrance of happiness. With fear comes misery, and both cannot live in the same vessel. And all your fears boil down to two: not getting what you want and losing what you have, also known as fear of losing your attachments, your ambitions, and your worries. You see, society teaches us to chase what we want and hold on to what we have with dear life. And then after we get these things, then we'll be happy. But that's backwards, because those are fear-driven behaviors. Society doesn't teach us how to be happy, but what it does teach us is how to be fearful. Consequently, the fear of experiencing fear develops, gripping us like a constricting snake, trying to suck the life out of us, one attachment at a time, waiting for the life to bleed out. The truth is, if you're not actively living happily, then you're slowly dying fearfully, chasing a backwards path. Your thoughts are full of past happenings and future desires built around fear from society. But true happiness comes from a quiet mind that can experience the moment now, not a mind that's full of fear and trauma and need and want and desire, not a mind that wants to gather more. Oddly, your potential to quiet the mind is pushed aside from these fears, from these desires. The fear-driven emotions arrive after 20 seconds of mere solitude, trying to find peace in that quietness. But here's the good news. Your fears will always continue to appear whenever possible. Let them surface, let them scream, let them get so loud you have no choice but to face them. You see, your mind wants you to know those fears. Your mind wants you to deal with them, to process them, and then ultimately to experience and feel them. Only by facing our internal fears and pushing that misery aside can we truly be happy. We have to go through fear to find the happiness. It's like finding the light in the darkness. And the closer you walk towards that light, through that darkness, the brighter and brighter it becomes. The more and more in your periphery it becomes. That is like becoming happy. Your soul wants you to know your fears. It wants you to turn on that faucet, so that those fears and the trauma that you continue to experience can flow out to the surface. It's like a waterfall so crushing that you have no other choice but to deal with it, because it breaks the dam that's holding that happiness inside of you. It's blocking you from experiencing the stream of life. Have you ever wondered why when you sit quietly, those vivid memories come creeping back in? Society has taught you to suppress the memories, to shove them aside or inside, to distract yourself, to watch TV, to doom scroll, to buy as much things as you can. That's how society has taught you to deal with these fears. And all it's doing is pushing away your ability to be happy, because it's pushing your path to deal with those fears away. So all of this to say that everything that we spend our time on, everything you spend your time on, watching TV, eating, being on the phone, getting distracted, keeps you from dealing with those fears. And so you chase this backwards idea of what happiness is. Your idea to consume more keeps you from being happy. And society doesn't want you to figure this out. This is a universal truth. Happiness comes from within. And if you know that, then you stop spending your time and your money chasing happiness. When you stop the bleeding, when you heal the trauma, and when you create happiness, you have your power back and you stop spending your life as a consumer. Once you're healed, you no longer have to reach out of yourself to gather external circumstances. You now let your soul shine and truly live happily ever now, in this moment. Your desire to avoid uncomfortable fears through consumption slowly disappears, and your happiness towards life becomes overwhelmingly addictive. Once you clear the noise of the fear and the trauma that you hold, or the desires and wants that you have, the ambitions that are causing you to be so obsessive that you forget the moment that you're in, once you clear that noise, then you find out that you already have the happiness. Happiness lives inside of you. You create happiness. It is not something to be obtained from outside of yourself, but rather it's something to experience only in the moment. But how can you possibly be happy if you can't be still? How do you find solitude in a society filled with noise long enough to heal to happiness? In a society whose only desire is to keep you trapped in the cog. That's exactly what Life Source Energy is about, to help people find the happiness by helping them find and create the world that they want.